The part of it is really about showing that, look, the industry is not stagnant. It's not that innovation has gone away. They're trying to say, look, you know what? There is a reason why you should upgrade to that next phone. That's kind of what has hit Apple, right? People are holding on to their phones longer and longer, and that's what's hurt not just Apple, but actually the rest of the industry as well. So it's kind of like they're saying, look, there's a lot of interesting stuff here. Look at how cool this device is and all the stuff that we can do with it, and this is a reason why you should upgrade.
We'll see whether or not the demand is there, though. One other feature I thought was interesting about the Galaxy Fold is it's supposed to take advantage of 5G networks.
Yeah.
My question to you is whether or not there are actually 5G networks in existence for them to take advantage of to begin with. Aren't they a bit ahead of the curve in that space as well?
Correct. Now, to be clear, it was actually the Galaxy S10 that has a 5G option rather than the Fold. But either way, the point is to your question, there are 5G phones that are coming out this year. There are also networks that are going to come out this year, right? Watch for markets like the US, Japan, China, Australia. There's going to be a number of key markets around the world that are going to roll out the networks. But you're touching on the right point, which is even if the phones are there, and even if there is some network availability there, the coverage might not be very good. And so we're still in these early days. Really what we're getting at is, we're going to start propelling into this new world, particularly as you start going into next year. And these are just kind of the early ones, the first ones out of the gate, if you will.
Bryan, interesting to look at the fundamentals right now as well, because yes, we do see an increased pace of change, at least when it comes to the technology within some of these devices, but they're entering a market which has increased competition and also weakening demand for handsets. So how profound has that slowdown been, and is this something that you're looking at?
Yeah, definitely. I think when we look at the global market in 2018, it did contract 3%. So we are looking at a relatively flat market. And plus, when you look at what's happening with Samsung today, they're under pressure, like you said, from a lot of competitors. There's some very, very aggressive Chinese vendors that are out there. I think there was a comment made earlier by one of my teammates around that as well, too. And this is really why I think today was a critical thing for Samsung, because they needed to show that, look, you know what, there are these aggressive competitors out there that are, frankly, in my opinion, they've been out innovating Samsung in many cases from a technical perspective. So today was Samsung's opportunity to say, look, you know what, we're not out of the game. Look at all this other stuff that we have that many of these other competitors don't. So it was good that they established that. But nonetheless, that competitive pressure is still going to be there. These Chinese vendors, they're not only aggressive in terms of product design, they're aggressive in terms of price points. They're able to deliver very, very aggressive price points. Even Xiaomi just the other day, yesterday, released their new flagship phone at like $500, right? And with many, very relatively high-end features. And so that competitive pressure isn't going to go away for Samsung. So they're not out of the woods yet, but at least they've been able to put their foot on the ground and say, look, you know what, we've still got something here. We're still in the game.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.